Who you calling?
I've been trying to get in touch with Marcy, but her line is busy. She's probably on the line with the funeral home figuring out why they buried the wrong baby. I'll just email her and tell her to call me.
Sweetheart, why don't you just stop all this and come, help me make some breakfast.
Mom, Jessica's missing and she took Chloe. Wait, there's an Amber Alert out? Why would they have an Amber Alert? Isn't that for kids who were kidnapped? I mean, Jessica can't kidnap her own baby.
Who are you calling now, sweetie?
I'm calling Aunt Vicky because
No, you can't call Vicky.
Why not?
Yeah, well, thank you very much for your help, buddy. You've been a real comfort. Yeah, no, you look, pal, okay? I'm not going to back down until I talk to your boss, the owner, okay? Oh, my God.
That was the funeral home?
No, that was the grief counselor. He says that I'm in denial because I told him that the baby we buried wasn't Hope. I mean, they're obviously, they're just afraid I'm going to sue the pants off them.
I don't understand. I mean, there has to be some kind of a record here.
The hospital doesn't release a body unless it's accompanied by a death certificate.
Yeah, but the death certificate had Hope's name on it, and the baby isn't Hope, so what happened?
I don't know. Who's this? Oh, I was wondering when you were going to turn up. Oh, you need to get out more, man. You need some excitement in your life.
You've been cleared.
Good. Oh, it's about time.
Thanks for all your help.
Come on. Yeah, you know, as much as you bother me, you're my brother.
You know, John, your timing couldn't be more perfect. Maybe he can help us figure out what happened to Hope.
Look at you. I see your daddy's baby picture.
Huh?
Hey.
Hey, sorry, you gave me a key last night.
No, it's good. I'm glad you're here.
What are you doing? What don't you want me to see?
Well, it's definitely not a secret anymore.
You had to run the story.
I know. It was on the wire. I had no choice. Thing is, now that Todd knows and Marty and Blair, they all know, Star is not a fool, you know. She's going to start asking lots of questions.
You don't want to lie to her, I get that, but I mean, if you tell her that Jessica's run off with her baby...
But she understands about Jessica's illness.
I know, and I think that they'll find her, but you know what I'm saying? I think you've got too much on your plate right now. You don't need to be dealing with the problems of your niece and her boyfriend.
The thing is, Michael and Marcy need to be told as well.
I know, but why don't we just focus on finding Jessica and getting her home?
Oh, Charlie. She's coming home to what? To what? The news that her baby is dead and this child that she loves, that we all love, is not even hers? I cannot believe this. How is Jessica going to get through this? First she loses her husband, Nash, now a baby?
Okay, Vicky, let's just get Jessie and the baby back.
But she's not Jessie. She's Bess.
Yeah, Bess. Now, Tess, I knew. She was the one that tried to kill Natalie and her boyfriend, right? But this Bess one, I don't know her. How crazy is this one?
Looks like we made it just in time, Chloe.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You know what? That's the movers, and I gotta go, Mom. Bye.
Hey.
Oh. Hey.
Bad time?
No, I just thought you were the movers.
All right. I won't be long. I just wanted to bring you this. Voila.
Oh, my gosh. I
And did this after Talia died. It actually looks like a real painting.
It is a real painting.
Wow, I know. I mean, with the framing and everything, you didn't have to do this.
You're right. But I liked it, and I thought it deserved to hang on a wall and be seen.
Wow, that was such a sad day.
And look what came out of it.
Thanks, Christian.
I was remembering what you looked like when you were a little baby.
Yeah?
Yeah. Adorable. Yeah. God, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I have you back. And that I can know you. From your diapers to your missing teeth. I know, I'm embarrassing you, but it's all true to this great, big, strong, handsome young man.
Huh. You know, you never told me what brought your memory back. I mean, if you
No,
don't,
no,
if you don't want to talk about it.
I wanted to talk to you about it. I just wasn't quite sure how to get there.
I guess when that guy had you at a frat house, you remember what happened there.
Yes. And it was pretty rough remembering it, but I'm really glad it happened. You know why? Because when I remembered that and I accepted it, all these memories came flooding back. I'm so glad it happened. You know, I remembered your dad. How much we love each other, we loved each other. How much we loved you.
You know, when you're a kid, you don't think that anything bad can happen to you. I mean, it can, but your mom and dad can fix it. But when something happens that no one can fix, it,
Like your dad dying.
I guess that's when you grow up.
And you had to grow up too early.
And you died, only you didn't.
I can't imagine what that was like for you.
It's just hard to know. You know, when something like that happens, when you lose someone and find them again, it messes with your instincts.
About what?
Star, she thinks the baby's still alive. You know, when we found out that we buried someone else's child, she thought that meant for sure that hope was out there. But it's impossible, right? Right? I mean, I want to believe it too, but I can't let her think that. It's a fantasy.
Sweetheart, yes, your Aunt Vicky, she's got her hands full right now.
But we're family. I mean, you're supposed to
Well,
be
would you
there
just get
for
in
each
the
other,
way?
so you don't know that.
Here, come on. Help me make a big family breakfast. Come on, aren't you hungry?
Sam already ate and Jack is still sleeping. What, are you trying to change the subject?
No, I'm hungry. Aren't you hungry? Come on.
No, you're hiding something.
What would I be hiding, sweetheart?
Well, I don't know, but you've been acting weird ever since you talked to John and Cole's mom yesterday. Mom, I had a baby, and I lost her, so I'm not a kid anymore. I mean, you can tell me. Whatever it is.
Yeah, well, I've got some calls to return.
What kind of calls?
Subcontractors, the usual. Listen, you be ready in about a half an hour? Okay. Don't wear her out, Todd.
Oh, yeah, or what? So have you heard anything?
Okay, you want to know about Bess, what she's like. I'll tell you.
Well, mostly I want to know if she's going to hurt that baby.
No, she's not going to hurt the baby. Bess is the gatekeeper. Her job is just to protect Jessica. Jessica lives for that child, so Bess will protect the child as well.
Well, she'd better.
She will. She will. Jessie loves that baby so much. The thought of losing her and having to face the fact that her own child was stillborn, and it was all because of Tess. See, if only I had been there.
Oh, no, listen, it's not your fault.
Well, I know that, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to make this about me. It's just that this is hitting me so hard.
Well, sure, why wouldn't it? Look at the circumstances. Jesse's had a relapse, and your granddaughter has died. And now you're going to lose this. Well, I guess you're really not going to lose the baby because she's still going to be part of the family and a part of your life, right? Now, look, Bo's got the FBI out looking for them, and there's an Amber Alert, so they'll find them.
And then what? Jessica comes home and we lose Chloe. What if Jessie falls apart again?
Well, she has put herself back together again.
Because of Chloe. Chloe did it for her. That little girl that, well, that she thought was her baby. She's the one who put Jessica back together after Nash died. What is going to happen when she has to face the fact that her child is actually buried in a cemetery?
She's going to have a choice, isn't she? She's going to either get her act together and come back home to Bree, or she's going to spend the rest of her life in St. Anne's. And what daughter of yours is going to make the wrong choice?
I don't know if we should drag John into
He
this.
is your brother.
What's going on?
Star and Cole had Hope's body exhumed.
Yeah, they told me.
Only the baby in Hope's grave wasn't Hope, and nobody seems to know what happened to her or where she is.
Oh, wait a second. This better be the funeral home. Yeah, this is Michael McBain. Yes, I have. Are you sure? Okay, thank you.
Who was it?
It's the owner of the funeral home. He says the only baby they buried that week was the baby that they received from the hospital.
So then where's Hope?
I'm trying to look like Jessica. They've never met her before. Well, that's lucky, Bess. But there's no way you're convincing anyone you have a heart. I'm taking good care of Jessica. This is the perfect place to lie low for a few days and come up with the next move. With people you don't even know. I know enough. They could be axe murderers, child molesters. You're supposed to be protecting Jessica. I am protecting her. This is the perfect place for us to hide for a few days, Chloe. Don't worry. Don't worry. Your mom will thank me someday.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring you down.
No, you didn't. It's just been a really rotten time. First, Sarah leaves, and then Adriana sells the company, and I'm out of a job, and then Talia. I was just trying to keep myself together, you know? Even though I have to move back home with my mother and Evangeline. I know it sounds trivial, but my mother was just all over me about getting rid of Aziza.
Your mom doesn't like dogs?
She doesn't like anything she can't control. After I agreed to move home, she's been... It's like I never left.
So then why are you moving back there?
Well, the buyout I got from Adriana, it won't last forever. I have a few startup ideas, but no one's investing and no one's hiring. And I can't afford this apartment on my own.
So why not just get a roommate?
Well, I've had post-op for months, but I haven't met anyone that I would trust with a key.
How about me?
Did something happen last night when you went to see Taya?
Yeah. Well, Taya's going to be fine, all right? But you need to know that what happened at that frat house, what happened to your dad and Taya and Marty and me, I mean, we might not ever get over that. Well, anyway, I just wanted to get Taya's reaction to something that Pal said.
About what?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Come on, I mean, I'm still kind of beat up. What I want to do is catch up with my daughter.
Okay, but you promised me that when you're feeling better, of course, you'll tell me everything.
I promise you. So come on, fill me in on that prom. You and Cole went. You know, you said that, you were just going to get your mind off things. I hope. Look at me. Did you at least have fun?
Well, it was nice being together.
Good.
And I think we both kind of saw how it was before all the bad stuff happened.
Well, it sounds like, you guys are kind of getting close again.
Okay, if I tell you something, you promise you won't tell anyone.
You mean your dad?
And Cole's mom, like anyone.
Okay.
Cole said he loves me.
I don't want Star to get her hopes up. It was hard enough the first time we lost her. And then to find out that Hope wasn't buried in her grave, it was surreal. And I understand why she went there. I mean, who wouldn't want to believe it?
Are you saying you agree with Star?
I got you back. Nobody gets that lucky twice.
So you haven't really let yourself think about it?
No, Star and I talked about it that night at prom. We both wanted to find out why she really died so that we can move on, you know?
Yeah.
We just wanted to put it to rest. But we couldn't help thinking about, you know, what it would be like if she had lived. You know, would she go to the prom? Would I let her go to the prom? Would I hate all the guys she went out with?
How did Star react to that?
She said that she can't be our baby forever. And I said she's always going to be our baby. And she will. I mean, she's gone, but she still lives. Does that make sense?
All the sense in the world.
The hospital has a chain of custody that accounts for Hope from the moment she was born to the moment she was transferred to the funeral director. And the funeral director swears that he wasn't having services for any other infant. I mean, so much for that theory.
Well, somehow 2 babies got switched. I mean, how did it happen?
It doesn't make any sense, though. The minute a baby is born, the hospital slaps a bracelet on her wrist that matches the mother.
Michael, when I said goodbye to Hope, I remember that I touched her hands. You know, her cold little hands, and I remember that she wasn't wearing a bracelet.
How did Star and Cole react when you told them that their baby's alive?
We haven't told them yet.
You haven't?
No, we wanted to wait until the baby was back home.
Well, I understand that. And why build up their hopes?
We're gonna find them, Vicky.
I thought they'd be back by now. I just hope that they're not in any kind of danger.
Hi, can I help you? Mrs. Brennan.
Yes?
My name's Jessica. I was married to your son, Nash. And this is his little girl, Chloe. Chloe, this is your grandma.
Phil, could you come down here for a minute? Honey, this is Jessica.
Uh-huh.
She's Nash's wife. And this beautiful little girl is Nash's daughter. She's our grandbaby.
Well, is my boy here too?
Oh, you don't know, do you?
Know what?
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but Nash is gone. He passed away.
What? Hey, what? I don't understand. What are you saying?
He had an accident. I'm very sorry to tell you like this. I thought it was better if I told you in person.
Yes, of course. We had a letter. I don't know. When did this come, honey?
It must have been, sorry, I just can't even really think right now.
It must have been over a year now. He said he was looking for us. He said that he was happy, that he was married and that he had a family. And he said he was going to come down to see us, but we waited and waited. Not another word.
Figured he changed his mind.
He died shortly after he sent that letter. I was pregnant, so I couldn't come.
Yes, of course. We hadn't seen him since he was about this one's age. I'm sorry, what was her name again?
Chloe.
It's a pretty name.
Nash said he wanted to get to know you.
Yes, that's what he said in this letter. We thought he hated us, but then we got the letter.
Would you like to hold her?
You want to live here with me?
I told you my building's going co-op.
I can't afford to buy, so I'm gonna have to find something else too.
I thought you were moving in with your mother.
As much as I love my mother, the thought of waking up at 6 in the morning every morning to dale, dale, ándale, arriba, arriba, can get old really fast.
Yeah, my mother's an early riser too, so.
So what do you say we throw in together and do it?
Wow. Together. Huh.
Well, no, that's not what I meant. Not together. I mean, you take one room and I take the other. Of course.
You called me an ice queen.
And you called me a cheating jerk that couldn't commit.
And that's when we were being nice.
Look, Layla, do you want to move home with your mom? Because I don't. And this can solve both of our problems. So what do you say?
So you and Star...
There's no me and Star. Not yet, at least.
Well, I was just thinking, you know, when Zach had her and you were afraid for her life, you said you loved her.
I do. Why?
You have to understand, my main concern is for your recovery and that you focus on that and that you've been through so much.
Well, Star's a big part of the reason why I'm sober now.
Well, have you told her how you feel?
No. And I'm not sure I should.
So Cole told you that he still loved you?
Yeah, but he was completely out of it.
What do you mean? Hey, was he high?
No, the opposite. He was detoxing, and he needed me, so I brought him up into my bedroom until he got through the worst of it.
Oh, are you kidding
Mom,
me?
what else was I supposed to do? And then when he finally fell asleep, he said it. So I don't know whether he remembers it or if he even heard me say it back.
Sweetie.
No, it's okay. Things have been really great between us. I mean, we're finally on the same page with our baby.
And what page would that be?
Well, we want to find out why she died.
Okay. What are you finding out?
That the baby that was buried wasn't Hope. And we don't know where she is, but Mom, I had this crazy idea, like, she was still alive.
You'll call me if you hear anything, right? Thanks, Bo.
What do you say?
Well, apparently there have been a lot of responses to the Amber Alert, all of them false alarms so far.
I can't believe she's outrunning the cops. Man, I want that kid back, Vicky. I tell you.
Todd, that baby's been promised to Marcy.
Yeah, I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
I mean, it's wonderful. You and Blair and Marty, you have a grandchild to love. But how are you going to feel if Star decides to honor her promise to Marcy?
Maybe the baby that we said goodbye to, Michael? Maybe it wasn't Hope.
I don't think you should go there, Marcy.
Star did.
When Star found out that the baby we exhumed wasn't Hope, she had this fantasy.
Maybe it wasn't a fantasy, Michael. Maybe it was a feeling. Maybe it was a mother's intuition that her baby might actually be alive. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe she's right. John, we do need you. We need a first-class investigator, which means we need you. We need you to help us find out what happened to Hope.
I mean, I admit it, man. We've been turning ourselves inside out. We can't figure out what's going on.
I need to make a call.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Hey, good looking?
How you doing?
Well, I'm just here with my daughter.
Michael just asked me to investigate Hope's disappearance.
I see.
Hey, look, I know we agreed not to talk about this until we knew more, but I'm starting to think.
Yeah, me too. Oh, look at those sweet pink cheeks. Isn't she just the sweetest thing, Phil?
Yeah. Are you hungry, Jessica?
I stopped to feed Chloe. I got some breakfast.
Was it a long drive? From eastern Pennsylvania, the turnpike just goes forever.
Oh, can you stay for a while?
Cindy.
Oh, it's just that, she just can't go back. She can't drive all the way back. I was hoping, actually, to stay for a few days.
Oh, well.
You can get to know the baby, take some pictures.
Oh, Phil.
We'd be honored.
Sure.
Look at her. She looks just like you, Phil. Look at those ears. Can you wiggle your ears like your grandpa? Can you? Can you? Oh, sweet. You're so sweet.
I don't know, Christian. I'm still really close friends with Sarah, and if I let you move in after the way you treated her...
Well, just tell her it's payback. You're making me move in so you don't have to move back home with your mom and have to get rid of her dog.
Yeah, but even at half the rent, I still can't afford it, not without a job.
I'm sure we can find you something.
Like what? No one's hiring.
Layla, I have a lot of friends in this town. I'm sure we can find you something. And we'll get another roommate. We can make this work. I promise. You know what? It's up to you.
Star saw the Amber Alert, and she's beginning to ask questions.
She's a smart kid. She's going to figure it out.
Look, she's about halfway there, and I think we need to tell them.
Yeah, I think it's time.
You're with Marcy and Michael, so why don't you tell them, and I'll call Todd and Marty and Cole and see if I can get them over here, okay?
Was that John?
Yeah.
Is there any news on Jessica and the baby?
Not yet. But I need to make some important phone calls, so I need you to stay put, okay?
What's going on?
You just don't go anywhere, all right?
I know you don't want to talk about your feelings, but that's what gets you in trouble, okay? So for a minute, just humor me, all right? And think about the possibilities. Jessica comes home. She has to say goodbye to Chloe. She's going to give her back to Star. But Star may very well still be determined to give the baby to Michael and Marcy, which means you're going to have to say goodbye to her as well.
Well, let's just find her first, okay? That's clear. Yeah.
We have to tell Star. She knows about Jessica running off with the baby, and she's starting to ask a lot of questions.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to call Marty and Cole, but can you come over here?
Yeah, I was just leaving now. See ya. Apparently Star has found out about Jessica, so we're going to tell her the truth. Obviously, if you hear anything...
I will call you, Todd. Please tell Star. I'm very happy for her, and I'm so unbelievably sorry for everything that's happened.
I will. Bye.
Oh, my God, Chloe.
Star and I, we were just starting to trust each other again. And I didn't want to mess that up. You know, we became enemies when she was pregnant.
Why?
Well, because we had different ideas of what we wanted to do. She wanted to give the baby up for adoption, and I wanted to keep her.
You're ready to be a father?
I don't know. But you were gone, and that baby was the only family I had left. So, Star and I fought about it. We broke up over it. And then the baby died. And it all seemed... And I was like, part of me died when she died. And then I started using drugs, and, well, you know the rest.
I'm proud of you.
You are.
Yeah. I know what a soul-crushing thing that must have been, losing her. And yet you found strength to get sober.
Only I didn't. I couldn't, even after I hurt Matthew.
Well, you were in rehab.
There's always ways. I'm an addict, Mom.
You're clean now?
Yeah. I promised Star that I would stop using. It was the only way to get her to agree to look into what happened to Hope. So I started out doing it for Star. Now I'm doing it for me.
Should have been there for you.
It was the worst, but Star got me through it.
Hello? Hey, Marty, it's me. Can you and Cole get over here? Star is asking a lot of questions, and Todd's on his way. We're on our way.
She's just about the same age that Nash was when social services took him from us. We're not bad people. It's just that we were so young. We were living out of the back of a van and trying to raise a baby, trying to find jobs.
Wasn't fair to him.
Then they found this wonderful foster family who just fell in love with him. And then by the time we were on our feet, he thought of them as his real family. It broke my heart.
At least he had a warm bed and food on the table.
Would you, like to feed her? You'd have to warm up the bottle.
Well, I think I can handle that. Phil, you come with me.
Why?
Well, you have to learn how to do it. You're a grandpa now.
And you say I'm evil. How can you do this to Nash's parents? That's not their grandchild, and you know it.
This is the perfect place to hide out.
You can't stay here forever, Bess.
All I need is a day or two to figure out a plan. Now go.
Jessica? Who you talking to?
Truck's downstairs. You all set? Just sign here.
Actually, I've changed my mind. I won't be needing you guys anymore. I'm staying.
Oh, I was talking to myself, willing these bags underneath my eyes to go away.
Oh, she's tired, Phil. New mother, driving all that way. Why don't I look after the baby and you can get some rest? Oh, yes, aren't you just the sweetest thing? Oh, Phil, would you show Jessica where the guest room is?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, it's time for Chloe's nap, and she might get fussy without me, so.
Oh, all right. Well, you know best, dear. We're just so happy to have the two of you here with us for a while.
Well, they're here. The van just pulled up.
I can't believe they agreed so quickly.
We got a lot of friends in this state. You know, your daughter's in trouble and they want to help you.
You made this happen, Charlie.
You're my girl.
God, I hope it works.
Look, John, I realize that you're not a cop anymore, but I mean, if anyone can help us, I know that you can. I know you can help us find hope.
Mercy, I already know what happened.
You do?
You guys better sit down.
Oh, thank God. Star's been asking all kinds of questions. I didn't know what to do.
Dad?
Hey.
What's going on? What, did something happen with Jessica and her baby?
No, I just came from Vicky's. There's no news about that.
Okay, well then why are you acting so weird? What are you guys doing here? I mean, do you know what this is about?
My mom said she would explain when we got here.
It's about the funeral home, isn't it? You guys found Hope's body? Is that what this is all about?
Here you go.
What?
Thank you.
What?
It's gonna be great. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. We can get a foosball table, put it in that corner over there. 52-inch flat screen. Nice. Oh, and two leather couches with a fridge in the middle. So you don't have to walk all the way to the kitchen to get beer. It's gonna be awesome. What?
Okay, right. So my name is on the lease. So all lifestyle decisions have to get run past me first.
Right. But I get to decide where we hang the art.
Okay. Lifestyle decision or rule number one.
Okay.
Absolute honesty.
Works for me.
So, do you really like this painting or were you just playing me?
Is it a technically correct piece of art? No. Do I like it? I love it. And I would never play you. You're my friend.
Okay. Well, welcome home.
Thanks.
Are you all set, Mrs. Davidson?
Yes, thank you.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello. I'm Victoria Davidson. Jessica Brennan is my daughter.
It's okay, baby. We're safe. No one will ever think to look for us here. Not Jessica's boyfriend, not her father,
Especially not her hovering mother.
See where the storm is headed?
This is a photograph of Jessica and her daughter, Chloe.
What
If
the?
anyone has seen them or has any information whatsoever about them, please would you call the toll-free number that's on your screen now?
If you know what happened to Hope, then I want you to tell us.
It's a long, complicated story, but I'll cut to the chase.
Yeah, let's all sit down.
No, it's okay. If you found Hope's body, that just means we're that much closer to figuring out why she died.
Something real unexpected has happened.
What do you mean?
The reason Hope wasn't in that grave is because she's still alive.
She didn't die. Your little girl, your baby girl,